Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully your weekend is off to a great start, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. I have to keep today's two OST Saturdays actually quite snappy because I have to go. I have plans tonight, or more like in the afternoon, and I have to leave by 2:30. It is 12:30, so I have 2 hours to get through two OST Saturdays, so we gotta move sharpish. Episode 28, we are playing quite a little bit of catch-up considering I've taken, I believe, the last 2 or 3 Saturdays off. So I've compiled quite a big handful of OSTs from what is essentially close to the past month. But for episode 28, we have got a little OST number from some of the BOYZ, who I do still plan on getting around to their full discography at some point. I think it's late September is when I would be doing that, if we were to start on schedule. So please keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. Miss Yein of Lovelyz, who there's stories in the pipeline that they may be having a reunion single dropping soon, and that's very exciting indeed, if that is the case. Mr. Chen of EXO, with his gorgeous voice. I'm hoping it's kind of a ballady type number, because, I mean, that's what Chen does best in my opinion. And then finishing up with a little bit of Miss Kim Bora, formerly of Cherry Bullet. Rest in peace, we miss you dearly. So, I think this will be a pretty good spread. I reckon it can either be very ballad heavy or just a wide variety of different genres. So let's find out, shall we? Here we go. Right. So, we are going to start with the BOYZ Neverland from the show Romance in the House. We will be making our way back to this show in about two songs time with Chen, as well as with Sean in the next episode of OST Saturday. So, we're going to be getting a lot of the show moving forward, probably. But this is specifically Sungyeon, Jacob, Hyunjae, Q, and Eric of the BOYZ with Neverland. Now, I'd like to think that I could kind of guess what genre the song is going to be based off of the member lineup, especially if it's, you know, some members from a group. But with me not knowing the BOYZ at all, I can't really tell. Like, there's members in here that's more than capable of doing some melody stuff. We've got, you know, people more than capable of doing rap in here as well. So I wonder, because I don't think it's a ballad. I don't think it's a ballad, but here we go. I love how kind of nature-esque this sounds. It feels like, I was gonna say, it kind of felt like US Bon Voyage, but now it's got this really kind of like expansive, you know, nighttime forest vibe. Oh, what a good release. Oh, what a great way to finish that chorus too. Peep the harmonies one time. Oh. Yeah, this pre-chorus, the way it goes wider on the soundscape, it gets richer, but it gets darker a little bit. It's so nice because it makes the release sounds feel so much brighter. Get a little pretty with it on the bridge.
Got me dreaming a sweet dream. Yeah, 우리만 들어갈 chemistry. Oh, you and I will be shining brighter.
There it is. The little late release for the final chorus. Oh! Neverland. Wow, what a good song. What a good song. It's so almost like dreamy in places. It twinkles a little bit and it's just so soft and gentle, but has a nice rich tone to it that is very satisfying to the ears. And while I'm not very familiar with the BOYZ and their discography yet, I plan on getting very well acquainted with their discography later this year, or at least hopefully a little bit more, you know, shoot, what's the word for it? A little bit more acclimated to the BOYZ' full discography. But a lot of my favorite of the BOYZ songs are the more pretty melodic ones. Like, well, the song that really got me on board with the BOYZ was Lip Gloss. It was just so much fun. Nectar was so pretty. Although my favorite is Clover off of the Bloom Bloom album. And that, I mean, I just know that song primarily because of playing Superstar The BOYZ, you know, the rhythm game. But whenever you get melodic The BOYZ, it just works so well because it fits them so well. Even though, you know, they can do that harder, bouncier sound too. Melodic The BOYZ will always be like me coded. So I love stuff like this. And it's, you know, it's an OST, so it's supposed to be a little bit pretty. It's supposed to be maybe a little bit cheesy. But hey, I'm not lactose intolerant, so I will take all the cheese that I can get. You know what I'm saying? That's very nice. Also, the actress on the cover art looks very familiar, but I can't remember what her name is or where I've seen her from. We keep her moving, though. Second song, Miss Yein of Lovelyz fame. We've had her on OST Saturday a couple of times. We've also had some of her ballady stuff on the channel a couple of times. But this is a song I'll get you for DNA Lovers Drama. Don't really know a whole lot about the show, but it says OST Part 1, so it must be fresh. This already feels very on brand for her and her kind of solo discography that I've checked out. Oh, hello, bass. What a cool way of bringing that in. You hear the stacks? I love that as the song progresses, the two vocal parts are separating even more. Like you've got Yein on the main vocal part, you've got the background vocal part. That's like getting more and more complex as the song progresses. I think it's really cool. I think what's really cool about I'll Get You though is there's a little bit of a brightness to it. It's not just a sappy ballad. Love a good guitar solo. Very stylistically appropriate. Love the way this song was mic'd up too. It feels very close and personal at the way Yein is singing and the way her voice has been recorded on it. But ooh, really nice. Because when I think about, you know, Yein and her kind of ballady types, I think of, gosh, what was the song called? I always forget what the English title of it is. It's like, it's Bus or Bus Stop, I think. Oh, Bus, yeah. It was a ballad single from like the very end of 2022, and it was so pretty. And it's a kind of slower, more emotional ballad that I think her voice suits very well. But I'll Get You has a little bit of a sparkle, like not a brightness. It's not inherently a sappy and dark ballad, even though it's got the emotional side of it and it's got the slower side of things. It's written in a key, and it's written like the melody is written in a way where it's not meant to be just slow and sappy, but it is supposed to have a little bit of whoosh to it. And I think it's nice because her, you know, thinner, higher voice I think really works for this type of sound too. Nice and simple ballad. Can't complain about that one bit. As a ballad fan myself, can't complain about that one bit. And oh yeah, I really hope that what I've read about the Lovelyz reunion thing is true. I know they had the Hangout with You stages in like earlier on in the summer. Don't worry, I watched that. It was great. I cried a little bit. It was a great time. Loved the nostalgia. Haven't listened to Hi Annyeong in such a long time, and I lost my marbles. Oh my goodness, that was such a great time. But I want to experience that again. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting a whole bunch of these second-gen groups making reunions. Why not get some of the third-gen groups to have a reunion little block, you know? Now that we're, like, into 5th gen now, let's get some 3rd gen reunions. Yeah, let's go. We keep her moving, though. Mr. Chen, we're back with the show Romance in the House with the song Don't Remember. We've had a couple of Chen stuff on OST Saturday this year, I think. We've also had his solo stuff on the channel this year, and you know, we did Chanyeol, I think, yesterday. I think we did Chanyeol last night. We've had Suho's album, we've had Kyungsu's album. We did Kai's Rover last year. I know of Shumen's solo stuff, because Serenity is still a song that gets plays on my playlist. Who am I missing? I always lose track of who I haven't talked about when it comes to EXO if I'm going through it. I know we haven't done any Seiyun releases, and Bacon has one in the works. So we're slowly working our way through the EXO members, you know what I mean? But let's see if we've got peak ballad Mr. Chen on our hands today. He just does this type of music so well. a little bit loud though. Ooh. Big hit there. A lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Harmonica? Wind harp? Very cool. I also like that we get kind of two flavors of guitar. Oh, no, we get two proper different guitar lines, but you get like the finger style, but you also get the big strummed chords as well. It adds such a great texture combo. On top of the piano and his vibrato laced vocal. Okay, so the entry into second chorus wasn't as heavy hitting as the first time around. That's neat. It felt a lot more of like a gentle wave rolling up rather than kind of swoosh. Nice little background humming section now, rather than the harmonica. Slow it down. Let the final chord roll. Prime Chen, in his element. Ballad. That's very nice. And I love the instrumentation behind it. I love that it stays entirely acoustic. You get the piano, you get a few different flavors of guitar in there, you get the wind harp or the harmonica, whatever you want to refer to as. And then you've got all the vibrato in the world from Mr. Chen, and it's like, yeah. This is the Chen that I've grown to really love and appreciate. Because really, this is the only Chen that I really know, whether it's back when he was doing the SM Station stuff, or his solo releases, or his OSTs. It's always been a ballad that I know Chen from. So it's like coming back home for me a little bit. You know, this is my comfort zone. One, because I'm very familiar with Chen's voice in this particular setting, but two, I love a good ballad, and he knows how to do a good ballad. And it's a ballad that doesn't really require any power from anywhere. That's, I think, really hard to do. It's meant to be almost like a vulnerable type of ballad. Ooh, excuse me. Like a vulnerable type of ballad. And I think it works in its favor even more because of it. Like, sure, there's some notes in the choruses and stuff that, you know, slowly feeds some power into, especially in that first chorus when the chorus drops. There's quite a good amount of oomph to it. But there's never really like a big, you know, belt or a really long-held, powerful chest voice in there anywhere. It's just like a gentle breeze blowing through, just making its presence known, and that's about it. Ooh, that's very pretty. And finally, Miss Bora of Cherry Bullet. You know, this is going to be vocally a very good time indeed. Regardless of what type of song it's going to be vocally a great time because Bora is at the scene of the crime. And if you know Bora and her vocals, you know what you're in for. But this is Tears Are Falling from Roma Love Andante, which I believe also started very recently. So here we go. Okay, so this is going to be a very ballad heavy episode. That's fine by me. Ooh, lower string biased. Get it climbing up there, Bora. We're getting ever more closer to musical stage performer Bora's voice. I'm just waiting for her to ramp up the power because I know she's capable of doing it and it's gonna be great. Keep it coming, Bora. Keep it coming. That combo of high-flying shoulder strings with the electric guitar, love that. Come on, Bora, keep it going. Key change? We really are getting closer and closer to musical Bora. Long outro to finish too. Gotta sustain. Is Kim Bora, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Oh, yes. And Bora, I think, is a great case of you come across these, especially female idols, a lot, but in the group setting, they've got, kind of such powerful vocals that they have to tone it back a little bit for the rest of their group. And, well, unfortunately, Cherry Bullet are no longer around as of, April? They disbanded earlier this year, and I feel like Bora especially was one of those artists or one of those vocalists who, as we saw on Queendom Puzzle, her power vocal is ridiculous, is so cool, is so powerful. And to hear her kind of slowly start using that power vocal more and more in her solo activities, so to speak, makes me really happy, because I feel like as a power vocalist, Bora was criminally slept on. I mean, Cherry Bullet in general were criminally slept on, but I don't think people truly realized the power of the Kim Bora vocal until Queendom Puzzle, when she's saying, I use my C. Right? No, Love Poem. Love Poem. My C. Oh gosh, I've forgotten which one it was now. But if you know the performance, you know the one. She has the presence. She has this presence vocally that you cannot miss when she's allowed to, you know, no restrictions applied, just go crazy. That's why I want to hear her in a musical, because her voice suits it. The way her vocal power just resonates across a stage or across like an auditorium. People need to experience that in the truest form, musical theater. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. I beg of you, please give me that at some point. Oh, I also miss Cherry Bullet now. Oh, that was a good time. I love OST Saturdays, man. It's, you know, I say this, I feel like on a weekly basis, but OSTs really are slept on. They never get the attention that they deserve, unless it's like the occasional like standout OST that just gets traction from everywhere. You get like one or two a year. This year I think it's Eclipse's Sudden Shower from Lovely Runner. But every single year you get like the one or two big OST hits, and that's really about all the attention you get, unless you follow like, you know, the Blue Dragon Awards or your more actor oriented, like drama and film oriented award shows and stuff. OSTs don't really get recognized. So I love doing this because there's always going to be some kind of hidden, you know, diamond in the rough, so to speak. Well, this was a good week. Got to hear some voices that I have been missing and learned some things too. So great success on that front. But I am going to leave you all here because I have to go and queue up the next episode. So thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. Oh my goodness. I don't know where that came from. Excuse me. But as usual, one last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, you know, checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.